All right, ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. This is your guy, DeMarcus Tunstall, here with the Beta Project. If you notice, I'm trying to redo myself a little bit of this logo at the bottom, so it's changing up a little bit, trying to elevate and, move forward, right? That's what it's all about. I believe I can do it, and that's what today's about. Today is March 2nd. It is 2020, baby. It's 2/20/20. Oh, 2/2. Hold on, 2/2/2020. Yeah, there's a lot of twos in today's date, so today's going to be a real powerful day. But today's lesson, or today's theme is You Gotta Believe with me, DeMarcus Tunstall. You can always follow us on YouTube at Humble and Focus, all one word. Let's get after it. So today's quote is, if I believe that I can do it, I shall surely acquire the capacity to do it, even if I may not have it at the beginning, by Gandhi. I got two quotes from Gandhi today, so it's a great day. So let's talk about it. Come on, let's see you. Let me see you guys, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Hey, how you doing? You're looking great. You're looking fabulous. Now, what's up, man? What's up? Anyways, here we go. So let's talk about this aspect of you gotta believe. And it actually came to me. I was listening to some Eric Thomas, and then it led me to another place, and I'm going to show you what it led me to. How many of you guys remember? I'm going to scoot over this way. I have a feeling you're going to need me to scoot this way. How many of you guys remember this guy? If you've ever played a PS1, maybe even a PS2, you remember this guy. His name is Parappa the Rapper. And what you were doing is you were playing in PS2, and you would hit the X, Y, or O or triangle button and kind of make him rap based on what buttons you hit. And so he would always go, you gotta believe. And so if you remember this guy, you're old. No, I'm kidding. If you believe this guy, remember this guy, you remember that was a really positive game when you think about it, but it was hilarious. It was a fun game. And the reason I brought him on the screen is because he always knew he gotta believe. He'd get down and he was like, wait a second, I gotta believe. And then you go to the next level, you start rapping, right? All right, so let's talk about this, ladies and gentlemen, because there are going to be many things in your life that are going to come around and are going to come along, and they're going to say, man, that's too big, man, that's too powerful, no, that's too much money, I don't have enough time, that's this, that's that, whatever excuse or whatever reason you come up with. And by the way, reason is what's in your head, excuse is what comes out of your mouth, but we're not going to talk about that today. So whatever decision or whatever choice that you decide to have for this particular situation, what you're actually saying is not necessarily I can't do it. What you're saying is that I don't believe in me enough to get that done. So why do I say it like that? Because if you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, when you say that's too much money, what you're actually saying is that I can't afford it, and I don't believe I have the capacity in myself to go out and find that money to make it happen. Okay? So that's a whole different perspective right there, right? Because the thing is, here's the difference, ladies and gentlemen. We want you to take ownership of who you are and what's going on in your life. So if you're saying if you're saying it's too much money, that's not ownership. If you're saying it's too hard to do, that's not ownership. What that is that's an excuse. But if you're saying I can't afford it because I don't believe that I can make enough money, now if you do that, that's awfully personal. One, you're not going to say that. That's why you need to say it. When you start taking stock in the things that you know you need to take stock in and take hold of things that you need to take hold of, meaning that in your court, now you get a chance to, because you think if it's too hard, you can't do anything about it. But if I can't do it now and you start to change and grow and you believe in yourself, not in that it's too big or too small or too much money or not enough time or whatever reasoning you have, when you start to believe in you, ladies and gentlemen, that's when things get done. Because you can't change how hard that situation is. You can't change how much money that situation is. You can change who you are. Now, even if you decide to go start, haggling, hey, let me get this for, the low, let me get this for this cheap. Let me get it for $100 instead of $2,000. Now you're putting yourself into it. And once again, now you're changing the aspect, but it takes belief in you. You got to believe you can do it. So stop saying that things are out of your control and letting things be out of your control. Ladies and gentlemen, what I need you to do is I need you to take stock in who you are. And when you start to see yourself saying, oh, they're too good. Like we play kickball, and there's a lot of teams that think they'll come up to, and I'm not trying to be cocky when I say this, they'll say that, man, your team's too good. We can't beat your team. When they say that, I say to them, you cannot believe that. If you believe that, you've already lost. So if you believe something's already too hard, if you believe something's already too difficult, if you believe something's already too tiring, if you believe something's already too much out of your control, you can't do anything about it. But the days you think that you can, the situations you think you can and you believe you can, that's when you will. You get what I'm saying? So you got to believe. You got to believe. All right, here we go. Here's the next picture here. Oh, that's not the one yep, that is the one I want. Let me pull it up a little bit for you because it's a little bit too low. So this right here says, your chances of success in any undertaking can always be measured by your belief in yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I put this one on here. It's obvious because I just talked about it, ladies and gentlemen, because it's not about it being too hard. It's not about it being too difficult. Oh, I can't lose weight. Oh, I can't, this too hard. No, it's not about that. But you've got to believe in yourself on all levels and fire off on all cylinders so that whenever it comes time for you to be successful, it doesn't take the outside influences to make you successful, but instead what's inside of you to take you to the next level. And so the last thing I want to show you here, I'm pretty sure I got them all. Yeah, I think I got them all. And let's go back to this first one. You got to believe. Yeah. All right, here we go. I want to go back to the starting one and talk about this for a second. If you have the belief that you can do it, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't give yourself ways out and already give yourself an excuse, then you surely can acquire it. Now, I love this particular quote because it doesn't talk about you being ready to complete it right now. What it says is that I will be ready to complete it because I believe I can. I will be ready to have this object or have this money or complete this task or make this relationship work because I believe I can do it. I may not be able to do it right now, but I can do it in the end. When you go in the gym, ladies and gentlemen, and you're bench pressing 350 pounds and you believe you can't do it, okay, you won't because you won't try to. But the people who believe that they will get 315 on the bar, they're going to work out at 200. They're going to work out at 225. They're going to work out at 230. They're going to work out at 250, 280, until they get there. Until they get to the point, because they believe they can do it from the start. So now they just got to work out to get there. They got to do the work to get there. And this is what this quote says. It doesn't matter where you are right now, ladies and gentlemen. What matters is, do you believe that you can get it done? If you believe you can get it done, then you may not have it now, but you will if you believe it. You can make the money. You can be stronger. You can be fitter. You can have a better relationship. You can have obstacles overcame. Whatever you believe in, ladies and gentlemen, stop thinking that you can't. Because all you're doing is giving yourself a way out and a way to fail. They say, you've heard the quote many times, those who believe they can and those who believe they can't usually are right. So stop thinking. Remember I was talking about in the book, I think it was, I'm going back to it. The Power. Let me go to my page. Let's see. Let's right to it. In any moment, you are either thinking positive thoughts or negative thoughts. You're giving either positive feeling or negative feeling. You're either positive or negative. Your positivity or your negativity will determine what you receive back in life. So I need you to stop saying you can't do it, because if you can't do it, then you've already failed. It's got to be an internal belief in here. So I got one more pick for you, ladies and gentlemen, because this is my boy Gandhi again. I love some Gandhi. Gandhi's a good dude. Gandhi's a good dude. And it says this, and I think I made it too big. I think I did. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate it. We're doing something new this year, so, we got to do some things. All right, so your beliefs, what you believe, and that's what we're talking about today. You got to believe. What you believe becomes your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny, which means that whatever you believe becomes your destiny. So when you say you can't, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't. But not because you're not strong enough, not because you don't have the power to, not because it's not in your grasp, not because it isn't yours, but because you believe it. And what you believe becomes your destiny, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? So I need you to step up and say to yourself one thing and one thing only. You got to believe. Say it with me again. You got to believe. Your thoughts become your destiny, ladies and gentlemen. Think better thoughts and you have a better life. What you think right now, actually, let me say this last thing and then we'll get off. The life you have right now is actually an accumulation of all the beliefs you had up to this moment. Everything that you've had is a belief up to this moment that you compiled together and you created actions. Remember, let's go back to it. If you don't believe me, you created actions because your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions. So your belief becomes your actions also. All of that action is based on what you believe. So what I need you to do is change your belief. I need you to believe you can. I want you to believe it's possible. I believe that everything that you want in this world is true. Why? Because God said it. It was true. If you don't believe it, go to the Bible. He talks about it all the time. You just have to ask for it. You have to believe that you can get it, ladies and gentlemen. The problem is that we don't get it right away and we lose our belief. And then we never get it in the first place. And the only thing we can say is that it doesn't work or life doesn't like me or it's too hard or blah, blah, blah. But in all reality, ladies and gentlemen, you got to believe more than 1 second to get what you want. It's got to be more than that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you today. I appreciate you being here. Remember one thing and one thing only. You know what I'm going to tell you. You got to believe. It's important that you remember that you got to believe. These are big things. You know what? You got to believe. But that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to go out there and change what you say. Don't ever say you can't because you always can, but you can choose not to. And that's a different story. It's never too hard. It can be done. Even if, I wish I had the other secret with me, the secret book, the actual secret book. It says in it, the universe doesn't care if you ask for $1 or $1 million in the same. It's the same to them. The only reason you don't ask for $1 million because you've never achieved it and you don't see it as $1 million. You see it as being too big. The universe doesn't care. All the universe says, okay, whatever he wants, I'm going to give to him. But you've asked for $1 and received $1 before, but you've never asked for $1 million and received $1 million and believed that you could get it. So this, like I said, this year for me is the year of the million. This is the year of the million. Why not? Because I deserve it. I believe I can have it, so I will have it. And so I need to know what you're believing. And have you given up on your New Year's resolutions already? We're not going to go there. We'll leave that alone. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here. I believe and I love in each and every single one of you, and I hope you have a great day. Remember, you got to believe. It's always in your mind. You can do anything you want to. You believe you believe you can't. You believe you can. You are right. So I need you to believe you can. Just leave the other alone. Just do it. Nike said it. You can say it too. Talk to you guys soon. Have a blessed day. Happy Monday and happy beginning of March.